Hello students. In offline classes, we had started the chapter endocrine system and two of the endocrine glands we had completed. Now today in this video we will discuss the third one, and that is pituitary gland. About the pituitary gland, in 8th class you have studied pituitary gland. First of all, the question is where this gland is located. So it is located in the brain. It is hanged from the midbrain or from the hypothalamus part, and this gland is also referred as master gland. What is the reason behind that? In 8th class we have studied about this, that this gland controls the functioning of the other endocrine glands, and that is why we call this gland as a master gland. Structurally, this gland can be divided into two lobes: anterior lobe or we can also call it anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. Posterior pituitary. All of you are supposed to open the book, and on page number 158, figure number 12.7, you can see the figure. In the middle of the posterior and anterior lobe, you can see that there is a rudimentary or very small intermediate lobe is also present. However, this lobe is almost absent and of no importance in humans, but in some lower organisms it is quite important, and it secretes hormones also. But in our, means in humans, it is very small in size and do not secrete any significant hormone. Now let's talk about the hormones from the different parts. Means this anterior pituitary, it secretes some hormones, means different hormones, and posterior pituitary, it secretes different hormones. One by one, let's talk about or discuss about these hormones also. So first of all, hormones of anterior pituitary. Hormones of anterior pituitary. It secretes several hormones, but in our syllabus 4 hormones are given, and we will discuss about only these 4. The first one is growth hormone. In 8th class also you have studied about this. So by the name it is clear that it regulates the growth of the body. And you know this thing very well, that if any hormone is secreted in high amount or in lesser amount, there is a significant effect of hyposecretion or hypersecretion of the hormones on our body. In the same way, if this hormone is secreted in high amount or in lower amount, means if the hyposecretion or hypersecretion is taking place of this hormone, there is a significant effect on our body also. But in the children and in the adulthood, the effects are different. So first of all, let's talk about the child or children. In children, two conditions are there: either hyposecretion or hypersecretion. So hyposecretion means less secretion. If this hormone, means the growth hormone, is not secreted in the proper amount in the children, so what will happen? The growth of the body will not take place, and the child will not increase in the length, means he or she will remain dwarf. So if the hyposecretion of growth hormone is taking place in the childhood, what will happen? The height will not increase, and the person or the boy or the girl will remain dwarf. So this condition is called dwarfism. So due to hyposecretion of the growth hormone in childhood, dwarfism takes place. So the condition is called dwarfism. Or hypersecretion, if the hypersecretion is taking place in the childhood, so what will happen? So this hormone is responsible for the growth of the child. and hyper secretion of the hormone is taking place. So in this condition, what will happen? The excessive growth of the person will take place. Excessive growth and this condition is called gigantism. So remember these two words, gigantism and dwarfism. Dwarfism is related with the hyposecretion of growth hormone and gigantism is related with the excessive secretion or hypersecretion of the growth hormone. The conditions are in front of you. Figure is also given in our book on page number 158. So you can see the figure also. Figure number 12.8. You can see the difference between a dwarf and a giant. Excessive growth is there in the gigantism and the height is not yet increased in the dwarfism. So it is also clear from the figure. So this is about the growth hormone. Some other hormones are also there that is secreted by the anterior lobe of pituitary gland. Let's discuss about these also. The next one is ACTH. Full form is also important. Adrenocorticotropic hormone. Adrenocorticotropic hormone. Adrenocortico means this hormone will be released by the anterior part of the pituitary gland and will reach to the adrenal cortex. In the offline classes we have studied about the adrenal gland and we know that the adrenal gland can be divided into two parts. The outer one is cortex, adrenal cortex, or the inner one is adrenal medulla. So this hormone reached to the adrenal cortex part and control the functioning of this adrenal cortex part, that how much amount of the mineralocorticoids or glucocorticoids or sex corticoids will be secreted. So it means this hormone controls the functioning of the adrenal cortex part. Tropic. What do you mean by this tropic? So some are tropic hormones. The question in the board exams they have asked that what are tropic hormones. Remember this thing, that tropic hormones are those hormones which control the functioning of the other endocrine glands. So this is ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone, because this hormone is controlling the functioning of the adrenal cortex part, and that's why we are using the word tropic hormone. So remember this thing, that what are tropic hormones? Tropic hormones are those hormones which control the functioning of the other endocrine glands or other parts of the endocrine glands. Next is gonadotropic hormone. So this hormone from the anterior pituitary goes to the testes and the ovaries and control the secretion of the sex hormones which are secreted by the testes and the ovaries. Next one is TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. It means this hormone from the pituitary gland or the anterior part of the pituitary gland will go to the thyroid gland which is located in our neck region, and it controls the functioning of the thyroid gland. So these are the four hormones which are given in our syllabus from the anterior pituitary, and I hope that you are getting these points. Now let's talk about the posterior lobe. Hormones of the posterior pituitary. In our syllabus, two hormones are given there. The first one is ADH. It is antidiuretic hormone. Just like the ACTH, the full form of this hormone is also important. ADH, antidiuretic hormone. It is also called vasopressin. This hormone is secreted from the posterior pituitary or posterior part of the pituitary, and the main function of this hormone in excretion chapter we have studied about that, and we have studied that this hormone is responsible for the absorption of water in the kidney tubule, and if this hormone is not secreted in the proper amount, the water is not getting reabsorbed in the kidney tubule, and because of this a disease or a condition was happening there, and that was called diabetes insipidus. Remember, this is quite important term. There are two types of diabetes. We have studied about diabetes insipidus and diabetes mellitus. The diabetes mellitus in offline classes we have studied that it is related with the sugar or due to insufficient secretion of the insulin, and diabetes insipidus is related with the hyposecretion of ADH from the posterior pituitary, antidiuretic hormone or vasopressin. Generally only this question they ask in the exams, and if we are able to learn this much or remember this much, it is sufficient for us. And the second one, or the second hormone which is secreted by the posterior part, is oxytocin. And about the oxytocin, only one point you have to remember, that this hormone is also called childbirth hormone. Childbirth hormone means it increases the labor pain, or it contracts the muscles of the uterus at the time of the childbirth. So this is called oxytocin. Only this much is sufficient for us. So now about the pituitary gland we have completed. One progress check is given there on page number 159. It is your work to complete this progress check, and now only one gland is left, that is the thyroid gland. So in the next video we will cover that gland. In this video this much only. Thank you.